I'm on Merseyside at the new Headbolt Lane station, which opened on Thursday the 5th of October 2023 as the 36th station on Merseyrail's Northern Line. Come with me as I discover facts and the odd secret about the Northern Line and let you know which of the stations are personal favourites. The Northern Line consists of 3 routes: Hunts Cross to Southport with a journey time of around 64 minutes, together with Liverpool Central to Ormskirk and Liverpool Central to Headbolt Lane. You can catch a direct train to any of the other Northern Line stations from Liverpool Central, Moorfields and here at Sandhills. Liverpool Central has an interchange with Merseyrail's Wirral Line and is Britain's busiest entirely underground station outside of London. With around 11.4 million passengers in the 2022-23 Office of Road and Rail Statistics, it actually had slightly more passengers than Liverpool Lime Street. Let's head south towards Hunts Cross and specifically Cressington station, which has long been a particular favourite of mine. The weather and light weren't that good on my latest visit, but don't let that detract from the things to admire here. There is the fabulous Grade 2 listed station building and also the waiting room on the northbound platform. Platforms were extended underneath and beyond the road bridge to accommodate 6-car trains. Next time you're at Cressington, look for the water fountain on the southbound platform, which dates back to 1871. One stop down the line from Cressington and the weather was dreadful at Liverpool South Parkway's Northern Line platforms. As modern stations go, I do like this one, and it was opened in its current form in June 2006 as a sort of merger between the former Allerton and Garston stations. It provides an interchange between Merseyrail, trains on the main line from Liverpool Lime Street, John Lennon Airport and also bus routes. Look out for the football-related plaques as the station occupies what was South Liverpool FC's Holly Park ground. Also, who doesn't like seeing a super lamb banana? Some would argue that Bootle Orrell Road and Bootle New Strand are the closest 2 stations on the Northern Line. Actually, that honour goes to Walton and Orrell Park. Bootle New Strand station was originally named Marsh Lane and Strand Road before the nearby New Strand shopping centre was built during the 1960s. Now on to Waterloo. Not that one. This Merseyrail version is a couple of miles north of Bootle on the way to Southport. Waterloo has an island platform, though it is not the only example on the Northern Line. Far from it, in fact. Between Liverpool Central and Waterloo, there are several island platform stations, including Maghull, Seaforth and Litherland and Sandhills. Any idea why that is? Let me know in the comments. You may have noticed that the station name signage at Waterloo mentions another place. What is it? I alighted at the next station north, Blundell Sands and Crosby, and took a short walk to the sand dunes and beach where you can admire Anthony Gormley's collection of 100 cast iron figures facing the sea. This artwork is another place and well worth visiting. Back to the trains and a quick stop at Freshfield to mention that the journey from here to Ainsdale, timed by me at 3 minutes and 34 seconds, is the longest on Merseyrail's Northern Line. I'm now at Ainsdale. Here, the station clock has some age and a nod to John Agar of Bury, who manufactured a large number of railway clocks and pocket watches. The face was restored and the clock repositioned facing the platforms when this new ticket office and waiting area was opened in 2018. I do like these informative station name signs with details of places to visit in the locality. Top marks to whoever came up with the idea and also to the local groups who can take a lot of pride from maintaining plenty of well-kept stations on Merseyrail. There is a lot to like on this section of the Northern Line. At Hillside, leave the platforms and admire the station building exterior. Have you spotted LMS Hillside Station? A reminder of a past link to the London, Midland and Scottish Company prior to nationalisation. One thing you may have missed at Southport station is the giant bars and arrows and Merseyrail logo above the Chapel Street entrance. Now let's move to the Ormskirk branch. Walton and Orrell Park are the closest Northern Line stations, being around 30 chains or 600 metres apart. 3 chains or 60 metres closer than the Bootle pair I mentioned earlier. Don't forget to admire the greenery at Orrell Park the next time you visit. At Old Roan station there is something suspiciously like the remains of a former railway bridge. Indeed it was. Tracks on the former Cheshire Lines Committee's North Liverpool extension line from Liverpool Central High Level to Southport Lord Street ran parallel here to what are now the Merseyrail tracks. For some unknown reason, there wasn't a station at Old Roan on the former extension line. Prior to the opening of Headbolt Lane, Maghull North was the Northern Line's newest station, having opened in June 2018. Frank Hornby of Hornby Model Railways fame lived in the Maghull area. 2 stops before Ormskirk is Aughton Park, the least used Northern Line station. According to the 2022-23 Office of Road and Rail Statistics, it had 139,550 passengers. The relative quietness may be due to the lack of a car park, perhaps. I can't recall ever alighting here in the past and must say the station could well be my new favourite out of the 36 Northern Line stations. I like the location in a cutting, the station building and being able to look down onto the platforms from the road bridge on Long Lane. There is so much to admire at Ormskirk station, where the station building, which dates back to around 1848, is Grade 2 listed. There is a long single platform which is also used by Northern trains for their hourly service to and from Preston. Look out for the buffer on the track which prevents the 2 TOC's trains from meeting. After a break for coffee, let's now look at the Kirby branch, which has 4 stations, including the new Headbolt Lane. Rice Lane is a station I enjoy visiting and particularly like the footbridge and greenery. Kirby station has undergone significant changes during the past few years, culminating with the opening of Headbolt Lane. It used to be both the end of Merseyrail and also Northern trains route from Wigan Wallgate and beyond. Platforms are either side of the road bridge with a buffer, like Ormskirk, underneath the bridge. Trains now pass through here on their way to and from Headbolt Lane. And now to Headbolt Lane, the final stop in this video. On my way here from Kirby, I did notice something interesting with the onboard dot matrix. While the station signage simply has Headbolt Lane, it is Kirby Headbolt Lane on the train even after leaving Kirby. Is it something to do with informing passengers that Headbolt Lane is indeed in the Kirby area? A secret why this is, perhaps? I do hope you enjoyed exploring Merseyrail's Northern Line. If you did, please give the video a like, I'd really appreciate that. I've got another Merseyrail video coming up exploring the Wirral line, so please don't forget to subscribe so you are notified when I do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.